Welcome back to that No Clue podcast. Happy Easter, everybody. Hope it was a good one for you.
Happy Easter, happy opening day, baseball.
Baseball.
Anyone who celebrates it. First pitches, hot dogs, beers, Diamond Dog Nights, Columbus Clippers, all that stuff. You know, it's all tradition.
More beer, cheap tickets,
Beer.
bleacher seats.
Yeah, get the ticket. Don't buy the ticket before you go to the game. Fun fact for Clippers games, just go when the first inning happens. Just get like the $7 ticket, walk in there. When are you going to sit down? When's that place going to sell out? It's never going to sell out. What baseball game is selling out? Unless it's like the World Series. Don't tell me Dayton Dragons.
No, not near us.
Yeah, you go at like, game starts at 7. Get there at like 7:15. Go in there. If it's Diamond Dog Night, you're not getting a hot dog till 10 o'clock. 5 minimum or 5 maximum.
Really?
5 glizzies, yeah. Well, for 50 cents.
I mean, yeah.
And everyone gets 5.
5.
But the thing is on Diamond Dog Night, we're still doing the intro. On Diamond Dog Night, I've already broken into talking about hot dogs, man.
They know who we are. Yeah. We talk about glizzies, everybody.
This is
We
Noah.
get to it.
I'm Josh.
Yeah.
You guys know the whole deal.
We're back.
Yes. So on Diamond Dog Night, the reason why I think it's very overrated, I did not plan on talking about this already, is because when you get those, they're mass producing hot dogs.
Yeah.
The buns aren't like when you get that bun that's been sitting in the,
Steamed.
it's like soft. These are like the hard buns. Like they've been sitting out because they're like, come on. This guy wants 20. Like the bun doesn't hit. And the bun is really, it's 50-50. You have the dog and the bun. If you have a bad bun, the dog's not going to be as good. You have a bad dog, bun can't save it.
No, bun. Like, I can get by if, like, the bun's, like, a little smushed or whatever. Like,
I need that.
you can get past it if the glizzy's cooked. But if a glizzy's not cooked, like, if it's overcooked and, like, tastes like radiation, or if it's, like, undercooked and it's cold.
Well, think about it this way. You get a piece of paper, right?
Yeah.
You crumble it up, you open it back up. Remember how we used to do that back in like elementary school? You kept doing it until it was like tissue paper?
Yeah.
If my bun gets mushed and then it goes back up, I'm okay with that because now it's easier to chew. It's like it basically warps around the condiments now. Also, what condiments are you putting on it? What's your ideal condiment for a hot dog? Don't be telling me like a Chicago dog with pickles and ketchup and tomatoes.
Personally, I'd just be going dry glizzy.
You just raw dog the glizzy.
I raw dog a glizzy.
Actually, cut that. Clip the cameras.
All right, we clipping it?
Yeah, clip the.
All right, we're back.
This is the.
I'm still raw dogging the glizzy.
Welcome to the No Clue podcast. Yeah, they cut the first half many minutes out. That is insane. Raw dogging a glizzy, just dry mouth in it. You're like a Popeyes biscuit eater.
Not that bad. Like, a raw glizzy isn't bad. But, like, a glizzy with, like, condiments on it, I'm getting that shit on my shirt.
No, okay, well that's on you for eating like a sloppy boy.
Well,
You just
call
get
it what it
you just
is.
one little thing of ketchup, thing of mustard, and then of relish. Just a dabble of relish, not too much.
I don't like pickles.
You can't do ketchup or mustard.
I can do ketchup.
Yeah, man, just do a little stripe of it. And then when you put it in there, make sure that you open the bun up. You put it in the corner. So when you close the bread, it doesn't leak out everywhere.
I think my problem is it goes back to how cartoons lie to us our entire lives.
Mm-hmm.
When you see like a cartoon hot dog, just cartoon food in general just looks better than like normal food, personally.
Oh, yeah, it's supposed to.
You got, and like they have like the overlapping like serpentine stripes.
Yep.
I tried to do something like that. It doesn't work out. It gets all smeared. It's not a good experience.
I mean,
you can't fuck up a raw glizzy.
I mean, you can.
How?
I mean, you can. It needs a little bit. It needs a little elevation, a little kick, a little push. No one's just sitting there raw dogging glizzies. I know that I did when I was in St. Louis or in Kansas City.
Before you even go there, hot dog eating competition. Are the glizzies raw or are they condimented up?
They're raw for the sake of eating them at a fast pace.
There we go.
You're not eating a glizzy, and you're not eating 60-something glizzies in about 10 minutes, buddy.
But you have to eat it quickly because you don't want people like taking pictures of you eating a glizzy.
Oh, no. I'll have a photo shoot with a Glizzard. You think I care? Yeah. I'll get all the angles. I'll be, hold on. All right. Yeah. Come on, man.
You be
2 glizzies one time?
I'm about to say you be doing the double gauge.
Yeah.
2 glizzies in one bun.
Do the quad barrel one.
Scaring the hose.
I'm not speed eating the Glizzard, so it doesn't matter about me. Give me a little ketchup, give me a little mustard, give me a little relish, and That's about it.
So like, do you like sit down to like? I feel like a hot dog is like a
stand up eat.
Yeah, like you're on the go.
Well, yeah, if I'm on the grill making them,
I'm not like sitting down and like I'm gonna get all the flavors and condiments in my mouth and swirl that. No,
you don't even like the condiments. So what do you mean? Obviously,
exactly.
You're like, look at the flavors and condiments.
I'm grabbing it. I'm doing something.
How was that? How'd that go? You got two hands.
It's like that one guy at the TikTok.
Yeah.
Double Glizzinator.
Yeah. Yeah. Glizzy overload. No, that's I think that makes sense if you're outside at a cookout and whatnot. But if you are having,
I'm also always on the grill.
Okay. So for me growing up, when we would have grill outs, my dad would be on the grill, so he made sure everything was overly cooked. And then after, he would bring them in to the table, sit them on the table, and then you had your glizzy, your hamburger, your brat, baked beans, all that good stuff. And then you made a plate with it. So I get the whole, apparently it sounds like you've just grown up eating Glizzards fast. It sounds like you haven't had, society hasn't let you enjoy a glizzy on your own.
There are other meat items on the grill that I could sit down and enjoy. The glizzy is like the appetizer.
See, I always treated him like an entree because the burgers were fine. My dad would always make sure there was no juice left in the burger, so I'm like, I think the hot dog's all right because the hot dog's charred up and whatnot. That's like the best hot dog you can get.
I was gonna ask that next. Like, what is a perfect grilled glizzy? Like
one that you kind of forgot about. You're like, oh shit!
I guess like the char, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit! It's like actually completely not burnt to oblivion, but like pretty crispy.
I want it to look like Two-Face from
yeah, because like it's been stuck on one side the whole time. You forgot to flip it over.
One side's completely burnt, the other side's just like cooked.
Yeah,
well.
you didn't realize the propane was that high on that side.
Yeah. And if you don't want people to see you eating like char, you just like,
oh fuck that! I don't care. Watch me eat the char. You're out here saying like you see that's your problem with glizzies, man. You care what people think about you eating a glizzy. You just gotta enjoy it, man. Enjoy it.
I'm gonna start taking pictures of you.
Enjoy it, and I'm gonna be like, no Diddy. No Diddy.
Eat the sandwich.
No.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah, it was a long ass intro.
Yeah,
that's the intro to the show.
Welcome to No Clue Podcast.
Yeah, you know who we are.
I'm just stuck on this now. I remember Easter. It used to be warm. Like we used to have like cookouts for Easter.
It used to.
Past couple Easters been cold.
Yeah, about 3-4 years ago, I remember I was in a blue dress shirt that was like rolled up. That's how warm it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, usually it rains or it's usually relatively warm. But yeah, it's turned to be relatively cold here recently.
I mean, good old Facebook showed me all the old memories and everything. And I'm like, man, I was wearing that during Easter. Like, I was wearing like T-shirts,
booty shorts,
all the. Of course. Oops. Somebody still got a picture of me eating the raw dog glizzy.
Yeah, you're like, I'm looking at these memories of me eating glizzies on Easter. It's just like you in the background, like quickly, like, head down. Yeah, it's like a family photo, and you're in the back, like.
But yeah, no, like, you know, you got all the pastel colors. Everyone's like wearing the Easter colors. And I was like, man, I'm wearing T-shirts and shorts. Like, now I'm like, I got to wear like a crew neck.
I tried to dress like Somo from that guy that had, was a singer. I forget what song he had. If you guys remember what song Somo was famous for.
Wasn't it like Ride or something?
Yeah. How does it go?
I'm gonna ride. I'm gonna
ride all night. I'm gonna something. You're gonna poop up in your jeans. Yeah, I thought I looked like him, so I was trying to like base my outfits off that. And that was, I remember this being Easter time. I was like taking selfies with my parents and whatnot. I was like, get in here.
I bet he rode dogs to the glizzies too.
Yeah, I know someone in Chillicothe got his glizzy. But it's whatever. We're not gonna say about that. That's crazy.
Ooh. Man.
Yeah, I gotta get that. But no, yeah, Easter time, I would say it's usually warm. You usually have a little. I mean, you don't have a cookout. I feel like Easter food.
We used to have cookouts.
I'm saying for us, Easter was basically like Christmas Junior when it came to food.
I mean, yeah,
because you still had ham. For some reason, we still had ham. You have like your scalloped potatoes or your mashed potatoes or whatever shaved potatoes. I don't know what people make.
So here's what I can appreciate about you, because since we're similar. You probably have like your black family gathering and then your white family gathering.
Correct.
foods are different, aren't they?
No potato salad at the white family.
That's probably a good thing.
Huh?
You said no
potato salad
at the white one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably a good thing.
Yeah, it's
There'd be raisins and shit in there.
Well, bacon bits probably. Bacon bits and mustard. Actually, no, because my mom was like the combining point of those. My dad never really cooked anything, so the white people weren't really supplying food. It was just
cooking.
My mom
over cooking the meat on the grill.
Correct. That was where that came into play.
Okay.
But no, we it's always been ham, baked beans. Got to have coleslaw, man. Coleslaw's always been a staple. I know you hate it. I know a lot of people out there hate it.
There's coleslaw at my family gatherings.
Have the coleslaw, the baked beans, potatoes, ham.
How many types of potatoes do you have?
Just one.
Really?
Just one.
Mashed?
No, like scalloped.
Scalloped. See, we have mashed, scalloped. There'd be some other type of like cheesy potato.
Nah, there's only like 4 of us. And then I think the last thing is deviled eggs. Always have deviled eggs there.
There's always deviled eggs, especially Easter.
Yeah.
For us,
there's always pie.
Yeah.
We usually have like a fluffy dessert with cream cheese.
I was going to make the joke of like, do you guys have that green fluff shit?
No. Green?
I don't know what color it is.
No, the strawberry fluff, yeah, for sure.
What is that?
It's like a can of diced pineapple and Cool Whip, cream cheese, strawberry puree, like strawberry.
Follow-up question: why is that every single white cookout event I go to?
I mean, it's at the black cookouts too. The ones I've been to. It's just because it's one of those desserts where
I ain't never seen
it tastes really good, and everyone's like, "It tastes so good." And when they do that, they think that you put hours and hours of effort and time into it.
Yeah,
because it tastes so damn good, and you really didn't do anything for it.
See, we're at the helm of generational, like, passing along, because all the old heads from my family that used to cook are passing and you know, not able to cook anymore. So now it's like falling into our generation. Because like what we keep forgetting is like, you know, I'm not there yet. I'm almost there, but 30, we're like 30. So
this man's out here like he doesn't have a couple more months. He's like,
I'm not there yet. I'm not there yet.
I'm not there. I got 3.
I'm in my 20s still.
Couple months left.
But like for my family cookouts and everything, like for a second there, it started to get like a little kind of slim. Like we all were just showing up expecting the food to be there, and we started realizing, oh,
my cousin came with just like canned corn in a crock pot.
Bro, one of my cousins used to be assigned just to bring ice.
They're
like, we don't
my
want you to
uncle
cook
used to
yet.
just bring soda. That was it.
That's my dad's duty now.
That was it. He just bring soda. He'd bring one thing of Coca-Cola, like 12 cans for 20 plus people.
Yeah. Him and my sister will team up and bring in like Pepsi for the Pepsi people, some Coke for the Coke people. Then you got the diet options. Then you have the Sprite. And then I tell them to get me some lemonade. So that's what they bring for the drinks. And like that's their duty. Like
you know where your responsibility is.
But like, yeah, now, like for me, I'm the new mac and cheese person. My aunt's still holding down like the greens, chicken and noodles, ham,
hog mogs. He's got the pig's feet.
All the meats are still with the older folks.
But yeah, that's something that doesn't get passed down until
they gone.
The end, yeah.
Yeah. And then like they never teach us the trade, so it's like
I'm just basing this every 10 minutes.
Do you know how to carve a ham?
I just cut that motherfucker up. I know my mom makes some slits on him, which it's already spiral cut. My mom makes some slits on him. And then she just puts like
some glizzies in there.
Just glizzy pieces everywhere. No, the hams usually come with like that brown sugar pre-made mix. She's like, get that shit out of here. And I'm like, what is it? She's like, never even shows me what it is. I have the little packet thinking, oh, well, I'll just use this for my ham later on. It's not going to taste anything like hers because hers is like a self-made mix.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I'm waiting for the day where they're like, all right, no, go ahead and carve the ham. Because I'm like,
yeah.
What the fuck? It's going to be all thick.
Yeah. You're going to cut through the neck bone or whatever. That would be disgusting.
Yeah, but no, like, I mean, as long as the side dishes, whenever I go to those things, the side dishes for me almost take precedence over like the main course. Because I'm going in for the potatoes, the mac and cheese.
Yeah, the side courses are the carbs.
Yeah.
Your body's
all
like
carbs.
Yeah, your body's like, let me get those carbs.
Yeah.
And also, it's like the main dish that you have, like for Easter, let's just say, Easter, outside of maybe a small gathering, you're not having a huge.
Here's what I found.
Who?
Damn, Siri.
Siri came up, thought we were talking.
What's Siri finding? An uncomfortable is hitting a large Easter gathering. I bet you are.
Yeah. Siri, thank you for the shout out in there. But no, typically in a small gathering, you have like one main protein, like, I don't know, ham. But if you go to a cookout with your family, you got, hamburgers and everything. Those kind of just get tiring. And a lot of things I've realized that the side dishes only come out once a year. I know my mom makes water chestnuts, like wrapped in bacon and in barbecue sauce. That's something that only comes out on holidays. That's not something like you just or in casserole. She makes a green bean casserole and a broccoli cheddar casserole. Those are only things that come out at holidays. You're not having that on a random Tuesday in November. Well, unless it's like towards the end, but you're not getting that during the week. You're getting that solely at that time. That's the only reason why you enjoy it.
I hate that you're right. I mean, I'll make like a smaller portion of like the mac and cheese whenever I'm feeling crazy in the kitchen and like Sam's asking for it and the kids want like a mac and cheese. Because I have like a very short and condensed version, a middle version, and then like I'm putting my foot in this for the family. So I'll usually make like that, either really short and condensed one for like, oh, it's like 7:30, 8 o'clock already. We need to have like a fast dinner. We want macaroni. Boom. When it's like more of like a traditional, like, okay, I had time. I did that middle one.
Yeah.
But never the top tier.
You're like a tasty video.
Yeah.
They're like 2-minute cookie, 5-minute cookie, 24-hour cookie.
Yeah. Exactly like that.
Yeah.
Exactly like
I get
that.
it.
But I mean, yeah, Easter. Good
Easter coming up. Baseball happening now.
Also, y'all, we're saying coming up because we're recording this before Easter. So Easter hasn't happened yet.
Nope.
We were like debating, like, do we act like we already had it? No, that's too hard.
Yeah.
We're gonna forget. So I mean, I'm just looking forward. It's gonna be a pretty good one. We're actually doing like a Easter / retirement.
Okay.
Because you worked with my aunt, so Justine, it's retiring.
Oh yeah.
So she's not gonna be running
she's not
the building anymore.
Well, I don't associate with the place anymore because I'm not with my previous place. But
yeah, how's your current working? What's going on with that?
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys. I'm pretty sure anyone can relate back to this. This isn't just like a me problem. Or maybe it is. Maybe I don't know. So I went and applied for a job closer to where I live because it just makes it a little easier. The commute's not 45, 50 minutes a day. Pays better. Kind of seems like there's more advancement in the position. Well, it would be great if I knew what that position was. Because when you get in that mode of just applying for jobs, like consistently just rapid fire applying.
You're just looking for like one word.
Yeah.
Like, I know what that means.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, I know some of these words. So you apply for it. You're like, yeah, I'm going to get the job. I'm going to make more money. It's like, I'm going to not know what I'm doing, but you know what they're going to do? They can't fire me too fast.
Yeah.
They have to learn themselves that I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So I applied for a job and they got to catch.
I mean, low-key, I feel like that's even like in the position you're in now. Like it would take something catastrophic and they're like,
yeah.
Oh.
Like, wow, he really has no fucking clue what he's doing at his job. Yeah. That's going to take so much for that.
350 people are dead now.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't have hired him.
Yeah. Well, I'd be like, well, hindsight's 20/20, so we can't really fix that anymore. So let's just kind of like build off. This is a learning experience. There's no mistakes, just learning opportunities.
How do we grow from this?
Yeah. How can we build and be better from this situation here? But no. So I applied for a job and I got an email back saying like, hey, we want to do a phone interview with you tomorrow. Well, tomorrow as in tomorrow from today. I got the email yesterday.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, I'll do it for 1 o'clock. Well, I thought it was for the job that I originally applied for. That would be basically what I'm doing now, just at a hospital level. That wasn't it. It was for, I can't even tell you the title of the job. Hopefully y'all never see this either.
They're going to be watching like, who did we hire?
Yeah.
He blew us away in the
and what I'm
interview.
thinking is the reason why I even got the call for it is because they were like, oh, I used to be a data analyst. Well, me being a data analyst, like the span of that was Excel, pivot tables, pie charts, the bare minimums of doing it, which is still data analytics. But they, I think, are thinking I'm doing like SQL and databases, and I don't even know any more hot words to use for it.
I think what I've discovered as we've gotten older, because like when we were younger, and I'm talking like even like in the teenage years, like you just thought that, like people like, oh, they know what they're doing. I'm on the back end of things now, and it is very obvious. Nobody knows what they're doing.
You have a damn clue what you're doing.
I want you all to really think about it. Do you really know what you're doing at your job? Like, yeah, you may be doing better than somebody else, and like there might be that person at work that you like hate, but it's like when you really break it down, like, are you really busting that job out like the best that you can?
I'm busting it open. You busting that job out? What the fuck? Yeah, I'm busting it open every day, buddy.
Hey,
no,
good for you.
I mean, in the grand scheme of things, no, because outside of like, you know, hiring someone that's a CEO or a CFO or something like really high level, you actually have 15 years of experience.
Doesn't matter. They don't know what the fuck they're doing either.
Sure, they don't know what they're doing, but they have done that experience of not knowing what the fuck they're doing for so long that they probably are better at it than someone who just started.
That's the part. They've been able to stick around,
correct,
and not detrimentally fuck something up so bad. They're like, all right, we're gonna let you run this because it looks like you're doing better than these other people. And they get into those positions like, fuck.
There are a lot of jobs out there that truly anyone could do. It's just that I don't think people want to do them.
I feel like you could take a average person and they could be a CEO.
Correct.
Like,
they might suck at it, but they could do it.
I mean, look what happened to Twitter. I mean, X now. I mean, look, Twitter's fucking horrible now.
Yeah, but you just put a multi-billionaire in front of it.
Yeah.
It still runs. Barely. I mean, it's losing a shit ton of money, but...
Yeah, but, like, nobody cares. And people are, like, still going to use it because, like, that's the platform everyone's
but if you put an average schmo in front of a hospital and then the hospital starts to tank, people are just going to take their business to another hospital.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, I mean...
That's all CEOs are. But now that person has CEO experience, he can go somewhere else. I mean, once you get your foot in the door and, like, you've done something high level...
Once you busted it open once, you can bust it open anywhere.
Yeah.
Those are wise words. I mean, yeah, that's like with me.
I almost said so.
Uh-oh.
Without using the busted open terminology. Just like we talked about in the last episode. Brian Peck. He was around for Nickelodeon.
Apparently he was actually good what he did, though. I mean, shit.
Like, that's how you get to those positions.
Yeah.
So you had to know something. Mm. But he did that. Did horrible things. Gets out. And Disney's like,
you're so good at your job, we'll bring you back. We'll overlook
we can
the
forgive
stuff you did.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're one of the best voice actors possible.
I mean, that's how people are like getting in. And, like, when you're into like that inner circle, like, yeah, it's easy for people to be passed around.
Yeah, it's crazy how much the title of what your position carries to the next job.
Yeah.
Like having director, like in my title. Am I a director? Well, I have 2 employees. And everyone's going to look at that after and be like, my man's a director for a year and a half, 2 years.
And you're deputy. That just makes it sound even
crazier. Like, this town ain't big enough for the 2 of us, pinhead.
He's a director and he has a badge?
He's a deputy. He's holding a pistol on him.
I'm Dirty Dan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all about the title and basically...
Who you calling Pinhead?
Who you calling Pinhead? No, that's how it basically goes. So this job interview, I'm studying for a phone interview. Yeah. I'm not even talking to the data analytics team or anyone that's like, you know, you're good. I'm not talking to anyone that's really going to oversee me. I'm just talking to the HR department that says like, oh yeah, like he interviewed well, or he did this, or he didn't know this. I'm sure there's base questions they're going to ask, but it's one of those things where at one point I know you have to fake it till you make it in the interviews. But
it's wild when it actually works.
Exactly.
And you start making it through and you're like, oh.
Yeah, you're like, wow. You're like, wait, I can lie on this? and that's the worst part is the best interview is when you could just write it out and just talk about what you literally have done and what experience you actually have. And like, oh, I've done this. And they're like, that's really good. But a lot of the times, even those stories are stretched out to like the elastic breaking point of it. It's... oh, yeah, you know, I did this. Then you add a little sprinkle, a little pizzazz on top. Like like, wow.
And now that person is a CEO. You're like, oh,
yeah.
Look at that. He's a great leader.
You're a real grinder. You're
like, oh, of course I am. I mean, that's kind of how I felt when I did the one Abercrombie one.
Mm-hmm.
And like I got to like the near final rounds, and I was talking to Sam about it. I was like, I'm excited for this, but like this is after I didn't get the job, obviously. I was like,
Abercrombie, you missed out.
I don't know if y'all did, because it was like a worldwide thing. Like they're like, yeah, you'll have meetings with people like in India and Japan. And
that's cool.
I don't know.
You'd be multicultural after that. That'd be good for the resume.
From what I was doing to like a jump of that magnitude, oh man, I know.
You would have been one of the people who had no clue what the hell they were doing.
Yeah, which is why we have this podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
No clue podcast.
Yeah, because we have no clue.
No clue at all.
We had no clue how to even record at one point.
We still just like, I don't think people understand. Like, we literally were just talking on the phone one day, and you were talking about, hey, I kind of want to do a podcast.
I just want to be famous.
Yeah, like it'd be so cool. We could like talk just like how we're talking now. And then he was like, I don't have a clue what we would talk about. And I was like, bro, call it that. No clue.
Mm-hmm.
And we had no clue about any of the software, no clue about like the
what
equipment.
We needed, yeah.
No clue of like how to basically set this stuff up. Like literally, like even to this day, like we usually just kind of walk in and start talking. Sometimes we'll be like, I just want to like kind of talk about this. And then it's just like an outline. But thank you all for looking at us on TikTok and everything, because like
we do have TikTok video, and somehow y'all got the videos over 2,000 combined, 2,000 to 2,500 combined likes in not even 2 days.
Here's more clueless stuff. Like I don't even know. I forgot to put like hashtags and stuff into it. Like we are learning, and you know we're getting a clue, but like literally no clue what we're doing at all.
You put out videos, no hashtag, no curation of getting people to accidentally click on like hashtags to go
sent
to.
The audio out, so if you listen to any of the audio like on Spotify or Apple, no intro music, nothing, because I just forgot about that.
Straight into
so
it.
Like
straight into it. He's like, forget the no glue. Nah, we don't have that.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
we
yet.
might get someone to do some audio and put no glue in the front.
No clue.
So we don't have to go look at that no glue. It is like no glue.
Yeah. I mean, we're getting there.
Oh yeah, it's again, I have no clue how to do the editing. He said that it took about an hour and a half just to put up that video where it bounces back and forth and we got the crazy toes. Also, crazy toes is just based off our ADD. It's not because, we're all giddy and whatnot. It's just literally, I've been trying not to do it this whole time, and I've been trying to be frozen, and I'll look over and see his toes move, and I'm like, just move them a little bit.
I like at work, like I'm known to have like fidgets. I don't have any fidgets while I'm here. So my body kind of does whatever. And like you all have seen it. Like I'll just be standing up and doing other shit. Like I don't know what's going on. Sometimes I'll be playing with Steven's head. Steven.
Some of y'all see that. Some of y'all don't. I feel like majority of everyone still listens on Spotify. Spotify or iTunes. I know we obviously have.
I don't even know how to check the analytics. I need to check the analytics on Apple.
I mean, I personally have always been a iTunes, Apple listener for podcasts. Yeah, just because, again, I've always done everything Apple. Spotify, I don't have a premium. I have premium Apple because of the storage and everything. And YouTube, obviously, when I'm in the office, I can put it on there and watch it. But,
that makes sense.
But yeah, apparently these videos, the video getting put out, not that hard. When it comes to editing TikTok videos, pretty hard. So if you want to do pro bono work and edit videos for free, not for a single dollar,
just for us to say like, hey, appreciate you.
Yeah, we'll
give you some appreciation.
We'll give you something. We'll give you a shout out in the video.
Yeah.
Something like that. We'll be like, oh, thanks to blah, blah, blah for editing the TikTok videos. I hope you guys liked them. If you guys liked them, comment below or something crazy. Like, oh yeah, comment below. And we'll have them keep editing them.
Just don't hope that like by doing that we're gonna help. Like we're talking about like everyone getting like the shows to like CEO and internet circle. We are not in any circle.
Yeah, well, we will give you a reference on a resume though.
Yeah, you can tell people to call us and say that like we were your
our titles are sick, but they mean literally nothing around here.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like so and so. Yeah, I mean he was above and beyond as a worker, or she was above and beyond as a worker. And there was
I'm
one
gonna hit
day,
with the Dave Chappelle.
yeah.
I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna hit with the Dave Chappelle answer.
Oh no, we won't do that. But like, I've given a good amount of recommendations, and so far everybody's gotten a job. So
You know what about him? I can't do it.
I'll tell you about him.
That shit's so funny. That shit's so funny. But no, like we will. Why are we even telling people we're going to give them recommendations for doing the video editing? As if their work wouldn't be qualified enough.
Check this video out on LinkedIn.
Yeah. These videos are going on LinkedIn now, still getting no likes and no thumbs ups or no congratulations.
Oh my God.
No, it'd be nice though, because I mean, you think about you scroll through TikTok, right? It takes you no time just to go through videos, and you see one that's funny, skip it. Or see one that's not funny, you skip it. See a funny one, you watch it. Those things take so long to make. And it's just literally only for like a minute to 2 minutes of your life, and you're just like...
And maybe it's like not long for other people who are like professional.
I've done it for a long time.
For me, I'm struggling. I need you all, like, if there's like a zoom in, I bet there is a zoom in feature that people know about.
Oh, for sure.
Zoom into my eyes. There's a lot of pain behind these eyes because it takes me a long time.
He's gonna zoom in right now. He's going to zoom in on himself right now in this edit.
Probably not. I'm not that good.
Also, if you guys are watching on video, finally have the Nosh mugs.
Nosh.
Don't know if that's how you say it. We are also not of Jewish affiliation, but we did mix Noah and Josh and custom made these mugs. Actually, they're from Target. They're like $5, I want to say, from Threshold. Really may get hot in the microwave. Like, no shit. You know what I mean? Like, obviously it's going to get hot in the microwave. But good mugs, good quality mugs. I think we're going to try to switch over to actual branded merchandise. Not for sale. Just for like two.
It's just going to be for us.
Yeah, it's just going to be 2 mugs and a sticker that.
We keep asking for y'all's help. Y'all just.
Yeah, y'all are just ignoring the help.
The 20 y'all that keep watching.
Yeah, I appreciate the 23 people who watch these episodes, and you might watch them multiple times. To the new 3 people from TikTok,
sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry. This is what it is.
But at one point,
I know. I mean, it looked better on TikTok, but this is
what happens until we get this is episode 9, something like that.
Yeah.
When we get to like episode 25, we got to have something. We got to have at least a $5 dono.
I'm going to say 26. That way we're like halfway. That's a half a year. Because it's 52 weeks in a year.
Yeah.
We do it every week.
That's fair. Half a year doing the same thing every.
Look, you put it this way. If somebody donates, whoever donates will let you like come onto the show.
Oh, yeah. I'm not even going to say come on the show. I'm going to say whoever donates, we'll get you a piece of merch, which is going to obviously be more valuable than the $5 donation you give us.
Or
so we're still losing money
being on the show.
Yeah, or we'll bring you on the show and you can skip. We'll take Steven off.
Yeah.
The only thing is like we're 2 guys talking about nothing.
Steven Stan.
Steven. The thing is, we're 2 guys that talk about nothing
at all.
So the problem that we kind of run into is if we bring a third on here, that's 3 people talking about nothing. We would love if you do have an expertise.
Yeah.
Or something that we can like question you on, if it's
or if you can like keep up with our train of thoughts.
Yeah, if it's like fashion or skin or I don't know, mental health. Skin? Yeah, anything, dude. I mean, we'd have.
All right, Diddy. What the fuck?
No, Diddy. I'm saying we can have anyone talk about things that they're passionate about, because obviously our passion is talking about nothing, just going on here. But it's I'm not gonna have this guy walking down the road right here come up here and like, hey man, you want to get on the podcast and talk about something?
Watch him be like an old time comedian.
Yeah,
Just, like, famous.
He's just doing stand up right.
Yeah.
Jokes are funnier than nose.
Ever since he got that motorcycle.
Ever since his wreck. Ever since his accident.
Ready for a would you rather?
Would you rather, or on the way in, both of us saw this. Someone 100% was running from the police in town.
100%.
Absolutely totaled their car on a stop sign. No, it's not a stop sign. It's a slow sign.
It's a sign that's like, don't come this way.
Yeah, because it's like, because you have to.
He tried to go that way.
Yeah.
Which scared the shit out of me because I came around the corner a little fast, and then the cop was just staring at me, and I was like, y'all got other things to do.
Like 5 cops are sitting right there.
But, I mean, what's your experience with police?
So,
have you had
definitely just cracked out a little bit more, dude. I sit in the same spot on this couch. Cheese and rice. So for me, I think the experience that I had with the police, from at least running from the police like this man or woman did, was Thanksgiving Eve at the dock on the water.
Yeah.
Back home. I remember my outfit. I had like the brown wingtip boots.
I love that you remember an outfit.
Yeah.
This is what I was running from the police around.
Yeah, I had these green
2016.
These green dress pants, white t-shirt, and a navy blue buttoned Abercrombie & Fitch button-up shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Hair did, nails did, everything paid. And when you go to Thanksgiving Eve, it's always so slam-packed. You can't go anywhere. You know the bartender if you're a local. You get drinks from him. And then if you need to go to the restroom's only got 2 urinals and a stall. So that's going to take forever because you have everyone in the city there.
2 urinals in a stall, and it used to be the divider, but then that always gets ripped off.
Yeah, rips that off and they're drunk. So instead, I'm like, you know what? I'll just go back to the alleyway and go pee. Well, me not thinking, obviously I didn't want to get roofie or anything, I put my Bud Light at the time in my back pocket. And I go outside to go pee. And I'm peeing probably like 3/8 into my pee. I see blue and white lights flash behind me. I'm like, shit. So I zip up. I think I zip up mid-run. I take off running through this bar. I take the beer and I slam it down on the table and I run through the front door. And the cops are still behind me. I proceed to run across the street to the pizza place. And I sat out there with the local homeless man and we shared a pie together. It's actually kind of crazy.
They're going to be like listening to this like, I knew it.
Yeah. I mean, statute of limitations, boys. Statute of limitations, boys. You couldn't find a serial killer in my town. You're going to come after me for a couple beers? Yikes. Let's talk about it. But hopefully the PD doesn't listen to this. That'd be crazy if they were listening. Mo, don't listen to this. So no, we sat there and ate a pizza together, and the cop kind of circled the bar a couple times. I don't think they were that pressed. You're more so looking for drunk drivers, but if you can get a public intox or within less than 2 miles from a school, you're getting stuff slammed on you.
Yeah.
But that was a really good pizza.
I remember being inside and you just being gone and like the police walking through the place too. And then you randomly just like showing up and you're like, they're after me. And I was like, who's after you? And you just took off and I'm like, all right.
I took off, ate the pizza with that man, had someone pick me up. I truly can't remember who picked me up, but someone picked me up and took me to IHOP and Walmart. So we go to IHOP, I have some mozzarella sticks, and I go over to...
That's a lot of cheese.
Yeah, I know. And then I go over to Walmart and I get you remember the rainbow cat that had like the Pop-Tart for a body?
Yeah.
It was jumping up in there and everything.
Yeah.
I got a sweatshirt with like 7 of those on the front, and I try to get back to the next bar at like, I don't know, 12:30 in the morning, and I have the person drive up, and there are 2 people getting DUIs right in front of the place. I'm like, I think I'm ready to go back home. So I just called it an early Thanksgiving Eve, which isn't really early. 12:30 is not that early, but I was not getting arrested that night. On Thanksgiving Eve, they keep you there. I feel like they keep you there the whole weekend.
Yeah, because like that. Well, it goes into Thanksgiving, so it's holiday, so nobody's there.
Yeah.
So you stay in like, all
yeah,
weekend.
Imagine sitting there eating bean pies and nasty stuff in there.
See, my experience was like the scariest experience, I'll say, was way back in high school. House party. Somebody in the cul-de-sac decided to call, which good reason, because like if you never actually, it's not a good reason. Don't call the police on a high school party, like Jesus. But
don't call the high school party. Well, there's like 3 people died in it. Don't call the police.
Let them live.
It'll be good. It'll be good.
But I mean, it was like obvious. Like you have one house in the cul-de-sac, and there's like 80 cars.
Yeah, abundance of cars there.
And you don't see a single adult. It's just a bunch of kids. So the police come. They like bang on the door. Somebody jokes like, "Oh, I best this police," and they open it, and of course it's the fucking police. So I'm like, I get like so stealthy and quiet whenever that shit happens. Like I was in the middle of like the family room. I was instantly in the kitchen with like a couple other dudes, and we're like, what's the plan to get out of here? Because like I'm not getting in trouble. I'm not getting involved with this. Because the police like started like grabbing people and like doing everything, and they start walking to the house, and they come into the kitchen where we are, and they're like, stop. So I was like, stop. Pop open that window. We all three jump out. when we land. Which you never realize like how tall windows are on your house until you jump out of it. I was like, damn, that's like a decent fall. Like that's like a 7-foot fall. So we're getting up, and then next thing I know, like a flashlight gets shined onto us, and like there's cops coming from like around the house and out the back, and I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Luckily, this house like its backyard was into the woods.
Yeah, that's
so we took off running into the woods. Like, all right, let's get out of here. So we're running, and like. We're all three together because I was with two other people, and like we're just going.
You guys are all holding hands.
Almost. I'm just like, shh, because like it's fall too. It's like we're making like noises in the leaves, and like we get pretty far. And we're like, all right, we should be good. We turn around, and you just see like the flashlights like doing the.
Yeah,
so
that's
I was like, oh no, they're still after us. So we have to take off deeper into these woods, and we come up to like this like little creek, jump over the creek, and we run, and then we're like, all right, we have to hide. So we split up for like the first time of us running. And what I do is I lay behind this tree, and I just like start covering myself in leaves.
You went like on the Predator.
Bro, I went
rubbing mud on your face.
I made a damn ghillie suit out of these leaves. And I'm just like laying there like, all right. And it got real quiet. So I was like, okay, either they stopped chasing us or they're looking for us.
Yeah.
And then I heard so I was like, fuck,
that's the worst.
So I'm like, all right, is it one of the people I'm running with, or is it one of the sheriffs? And I hear, so the flashlight starts going. I've seen it like over top of me. I'm like, oh fuck,
I'm getting nervous,
bruh. It gets even worse. So I can hear him walking and getting closer, and I swear to God, his foot steps right here, so right into the cavity of like where my head and my shoulder goes, and his foot is like just in this void. And I'm sitting there like, I'm getting caught. This is it.
You're going to jail.
He's going to like look down and just see my stupid ass. Yeah.
He's got a gun.
His hands are weapons. Like, have you seen that one video with the guy like got real close to the... Yeah, that's how he would have hit me. But no, like he's just like staring there. Like I'm looking up at him, and like he's just like flashlight out, like going through the woods trying to find us. And I'm just sitting there like...
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, please do not turn to your right, because if he turns to his right to walk this way, he kicks me. He falls
easily.
He catches me, and I'm like, do I fight at that point, or do I just like let him get me? He like shifts left. I can feel his foot like move, and he just like walks back, and he's walking away, and like I hear him get on the radio, like suspects like are disappeared, coming back to the house and all that. So I just like lay there for like another good 2 minutes, like, holy shit.
Yeah. Like, damn, I pissed myself.
And I'm like waiting to like hear other people, like the other two people I was with. I was like, where are they at? And all of a sudden I just hear, they climbed into a tree.
Oh, that would make sense why he did the flashlight up. You were the only one who was like, fuck, I can't climb up a tree.
I didn't even, that wasn't my first instinct to be like, all right, I'm going to try to climb.
Go up, not down.
Yeah, it's like, wasn't like pine trees. It was like, you had to like, so I don't know how they got up that tree that quickly, but they did.
Adrenaline kicks in, man, and then you do like I was going through super speed. I don't even feel like my feet came off the ground when I ran through the bar. I was scooting. I was like,
yeah, you got through the crowd pretty quickly. So yeah, I was impressed.
Yeah, I was literally like weaving. I was like,
I thought you were like getting chased. Like I was waiting for like other people to like come by because I was like, oh, I'll slow them down.
No.
But then I saw the police, and I was like.
Yeah, I'm like, well, about that, guys. I think I'm going to try to get out of here.
I'm just going to get a couple hundred and bail them out. That was my plan at that point.
No, my plan of action was if I'm going to get arrested for a Bud Light, and a pee, I'm getting my money's worth.
Jesus.
I'm running through that bar. I'm running through that bar weaving.
The fastest man alive.
Yeah. Fast as fuck, boy. But no, it's probably my craziest police run story, because there haven't been any other times like in a car. I feel like in your head you think you do, and when you pass a statey going a little too fast, and you're like, oh, I gotta take the exit right here, and then in reality they're like, oh, you're only going like 12 over.
I mean, have you ever had that moment like I've gone going too fast, and like you had that moment where you're like,
yeah,
like, you make eye contact with them, and the person luckily I've been lucky, and they're just like,
yeah,
like slow down, though.
Yeah.
Slow down.
You're only going 25 over in the school zone.
Yeah. People hanging off the back of your car. Slow down.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that weird?
No, dude, I know there was a time where I would like just be, on the phone driving, and whenever I would see a police officer or a statey, I would always take it and I'd answer. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm all the way there. Like I was acting like I was.
Can't do that now.
I was acting like I was taking a phone call. I was like, oh yeah, like I was like, oh yeah, let me pick that up.
Nah, my dad got pulled over. As you know, like whenever he was working, he was a nurse. He had to come to Columbus for something. He was going like 90. Got pulled over. The cop saw him in scrubs. He's like, I'm trying to rush to this hospital. And he was like, sorry about that, sir.
Thank you for your service.
Let him go.
Saluted him.
Because he thought he was a doctor. I was like, yo, that's so lucky.
He had the surgeon cap on and everything.
But I'm going to give, since we're talking about like driving and police interferences now, I'm going to give you a shout out. Because there was, how many other people? 2 or 3 other people in the back of the car. We're driving your car.
Oh,
We're driving from Cincinnati back to Dayton.
Oh yeah.
Everybody, and I'm gonna look into the camera for this one because I'm gonna send this. I'm gonna send this. We're clipping this part. I don't care if we clip it and put it on TikTok. I'm fucking clipping this, and I'm talking to you all now. I want you to remember this. We are leaving from Cincinnati after a night on the town.
True.
What was that?
Baseball game.
Pavilion, Mount Adams.
Yeah, baseball game in the Pavilion. R.I.P. Burn it down.
We were driving back. There obviously was some drinking involved. And everybody's awake in the car. We're all talking about what happened. We were laughing. We were having good times. I know everyone's awake because we're all laughing so hard. All of a sudden, we see the red and the blue lights going.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck.
Uh-oh.
So Josh slides me some gum. We roll down the windows like that's going to do anything. And I'm sitting there like, all right, I got to lock in.
Yeah.
I got to lock in.
The fuck in right now.
Because I was like, bro, who in the fuck
who does a
DUI checkpoint on the fucking highway? That's insane.
Yeah, it was like 2 a.m. He was checking on the highway.
So Josh is like hyping me up. He's like, bro, you got
bro,
this.
You're good.
Like, you're straight. Good. Like, we checked before we left.
Like,
you're good. I'm like, yeah. I look in the rearview mirror, and these 2 dudes are like,
fake asleep.
Fake asleep. And I'm like, y'all ain't shit. I was like, I know you're awake. And they didn't even budge. I was like, y'all, all right. That's cool.
So they really didn't move at all.
And this is
it was like the most unawkward. It was awkward, like sleeping there.
Yeah.
But they were curled up in this like this.
The guy behind me had his head up against the window. The window's halfway down. So the wind's blowing his hair. I'm like, bro.
You were literally putting the window up and down. He's like,
oh, sorry. I'm so tired.
Oh, that's like when we were talking about the fake sleeping on the phone and you fall asleep on your.
Yes. So Josh is already planning for the worst too. He's like, all right,
dude, I got the money to get you
I got this much in my account.
I got the money to get you out of there.
If you need to, like, fucking Venmo me and like we'll have that, like we'll have
we'll have enough.
So I'm like, all right, here's my phone too and everything. Like, here's my codes and shit, so you can get in there and transfer money.
Down. We were ready. We were going down,
bruh. We get up to there. It's a construction. They're just like, we just need you guys to use it right.
Yeah, it was just police lights.
Miraculously, the backseat wakes up like, oh, that was close. I was like, fuck y'all.
Right when we pass it, they're like, oh my god, can we get some food? I'm like,
I was like, we going straight home.
Yeah,
what do you mean? Can we get food?
We went straight back to Dayton.
And there's another friend that came with us who just completely left. We took 2 cars down there.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. He got pissed. He's like, y'all ain't ever doing anything.
We're not dancing. I'm out.
Y'all not dancing. Y'all not dancing. Y'all not talking to girls. Y'all not doing nothing. I'm out of here. He's up and left. I want to get jiggy.
During the moment, I was like, I get why you'd want to do that.
Yeah.
But at the point in time that we were at, we had just gotten like the prime time seating.
Yeah.
Like we had these seats on the top floor that
We
overlooked
just got
the
around
entire
Tequila.
city. Oh, it was beautiful. Like that's what everybody in the club wanted.
Mm-hmm.
We had it.
Yeah, it was like
I'm
we're in the VIP section without being the VIP.
Yeah, I was
GA.
like, I'm not giving this up so like I can go dance, and like I'm not interested anyways because
Yeah.
I was still taken at the time.
And what were we gonna do? Go down there and dance? Like it would have turned into like a middle school stuff. Like everyone just standing on each wall, just hitting a couple of moves. No one is like, who's gonna break the dance? Who's gonna grab the girl? Or what girl's gonna grab the guy? That's how it was. It was like,
bro, look at her.
Yeah.
There, bro. Like,
yeah, and that's just like, I don't know. You go down there and this is kind of off topic, but I was talking to my mom about this. At her work, someone got written up by HR. Damn, I really did break this thing over here. Let me put my elbow on it. So, at my mom's work, this guy was wearing like tank tops to work, right? Just bigger tank tops because he sweats really easily. You know, if you're hot, and there was no real problem with it. And their boss was like, I'm going to get him shirts. I'm going to get him this, and you're going to wear these. And someone else did the same exact thing. He never got that. It's like that whole pretty privilege with HR. It's like, oh, well, he looks good when he doesn't wear a tank top, or he looks good when he wears a tank top. It's the same thing when you go to those dance floors at Pavilion. If a more attractive person comes up and talks to you, it's always like, okay. But if someone's not, it's like, get off me, foul fool.
I mean, pretty privilege is really. I was like, is this flirting or is this assault?
Yeah, and it is still assault, and it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's okay, it's assault. Like, how do we?
I'm okay
okay
because
it?
like their face was okay.
Yeah.
And, like they had the attraction status that I wanted.
But it's like, imagine you're blind and that happens to you. Like, well, I guess blind wouldn't work for the story I just told, but if you were,
Yeah.
you couldn't see anything. It's like Black Mirror episode where everyone's blurred out.
Yeah.
You're like, excuse me, I'm calling the police.
Am I okay with this?
Yeah. You're like, no.
But even then, like I think because like, bro, if you got Riz, you got Riz.
Yeah.
And sometimes you could be the most attractive person in the world, zero Riz.
Zero Riz.
But then like you, average or below average looking person, most Riz ever, bro, you just pulling it. So like, people are like, I'm gonna let this ride and see like, what's it like.
Yeah.
And then,
I feel like, I hope you can't hear that getting poured, but.
oh, you can.
You can't?
I can.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
I can't hear myself.
Everybody, bro, you're on video. Like they, they can see you pouring it.
I know, but no one watches the video, so I'm getting it for the audio. Yeah, I'm getting it for both sides. I'm getting the crack. Well, actually, I muted the mic for the crack. Pouring up a cold frothy one in the Nosh mugs. Nosh mugs. You guys want a Nosh mug? We can't get them to you. But if you want a No Clue mug, probably be like $24.99 for real. I think it's like $16.99 to get the mug made.
And we have to make some type of profit.
And I want a color block, like what our profile photo is. I want a color block that on a mug. It's probably like $50. Actually, probably not. I think we're just gonna get markers, color them in, and then put them in a kiln or put them in the oven.
I got some ideas. I got some ideas for like merch. If we ever like blow up, I got some good ideas.
Yeah. Well, blowing up would be hash browning the TikTok. For FYP.
I'm gonna get there.
FYP.
I'm gonna get there.
Like for like. Like the old one, like follow for follow. Comment on our video and we'll comment on yours. Rank us
comment for comment.
Yeah, rank me 1 through 10.
Jeez.
If you guys like this post, then I'm gonna go to your page and rank one of your photos.
Please just help us.
Yeah, we're out here offering like crumbs basically.
I mean, it is what it is. But I still want to ask my would you rather.
Yeah, get to it.
Would you rather
Yes.
everyone that you know, and whenever they come in contact with you, they would like can read your thoughts?
Okay.
Or would you rather everyone that you know have access to your internet browser history?
I'm acting like I'm thinking on this one, but I'm really not thinking on this one. Definitely my browser history. Because, come on, man. We all do it. We all go to this.
We thought the diddler was bad. Look at this mother.
Yeah. No, yeah. The thing is like, you go on there and you're not going to really see anything crazy. I wouldn't want you to see, like, my passwords and my socials, like social security number.
Yeah.
But in the grand scheme of things, like, I don't know if we can say this. Everyone cranks hog, man. Everyone's cranking hog, man. I'm sorry. Whatever terminology you want to use, everyone's doing it. I'm sorry. Everyone's doing it. You want to I'm not going to say any more words of that. I'm just going to say cranking hog. That's it. Everyone's got a browser history of it, man.
This man's gooning.
Yeah, everyone's gooning. No one's edging. Everyone's gooning.
Oh, my God.
And that's the thing is, like, if you go in my browser history, all you're going to realize is this man is going at it.
For the 8th time of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, if you see my browser history, then, like, there'll be some of those days where you hit, not double digits or anything, but maybe 3. Maybe 3, 4. I don't know. You tell me how you're feeling that day. I'm sure everyone gets there.
Today?
Yeah. I was like, you go back and check the weather. You're like,
the
full moon. There's a full moon that day.
He's in retrograde.
Mercury was in retrograde that day. Like, I see why he was doing that. I was like, you know what? I did 2 times myself. So that's like the worst thing on my history. I don't have any weird shit like Black Mirror.
I mean, I think that's why everybody like worries about. Like,
yeah.
If they're looking at your internet history, like, oh fuck.
Yeah. If you're into some weird shit, then yeah, probably. But like, I'm not saying what's all mine.
Let's be fair. Like, all the titles nowadays are just weird.
Mm-hmm.
It's like
it's all fetish stuff or fetish stuff.
Ever since like people made fun of like, what are you doing, step bro? Like,
yeah.
Every single thing.
Yeah. Like, oh.
I'm like, what's the appeal to this? Like, most of the time I don't even look at the title. It's just like, what's the thumbnail?
Yeah. You watch the thumbnail, and now you can scroll over and it gives you like a highlight clip, highlight tape of it. You're like, yeah, I think I could get down with that one. It doesn't show you anything else, but like,
then you get exposed with that next like the ad.
Yeah.
What are you doing watching this alone?
Yeah, and then it will literally go. You'll click on it, then it'll hyperlink like a virus on the other page. You have to like quickly exit out of
your iPhone has 52.
Yeah, it says there's 47 people trying to follow you right now. You're like, damn it! I know I should have clicked that link. Who wanted to go to Spank Bank?
Oh shit!
No, that's truly it. Like outside of unless you're doing some really illegal shit, I think the normal person. I mean, what would you say? There's no way you want people to think you know your thoughts.
No,
because you have to fake so many things.
Like especially like with my train of thought. But like, it's definitely. Go ahead and like look at my internet browser history. Mm-hmm. If anything, now it's just like, how can I say this? Toys for like my kids because like Easter, Christmas, like it's those kind of things. Like like what's in my browser history right now is. My daughter just got her first haircut ever, so like
this man's like, out. This man's like, there's nothing bad in my browser history. No,
there's an incognito mode hide.
Yeah. Did you see that on the dark web? I know that's like completely off topic, but the dark web had this place called like Incognito. It was like what the site was called.
Yeah.
And people paid through Bitcoin. You buy drugs. We're already MA rated. You buy drugs. You buy whatever you really wanted illegally.
Yeah.
And you have to have like these keys. So the key is like your encryption code that only you know.
Okay.
And then someone else has a key as an encryption code that only they know. So you guys both have the same. You guys have different keys.
Yeah.
But you exchange them so you guys can do a transaction together.
Yeah.
Well, Incognito said like, oh, we do the encryption for you. We self-encrypt it.
Okay.
So people were no longer doing the key thing. They were like, okay, the site's already encrypted. We're good. Mm-hmm. Well, fast forward, I forget, a couple years. They go and tell everyone, if you had money left on the site, they took it. So they took like $30 billion from everybody.
Shit.
And these are some of like the biggest drug dealers, some of the biggest, like all these people.
Yeah.
They were like, oh, well, hey, guess what, guys? We actually never were encrypting your messages. So we're going to leak these to the FBI and the DEA if you don't.
A huge middle finger.
If you don't pay the ransom. So if you were like a level 1, it was like $20. Level 2, like 50, 100, 500, 1,000, up to like $20,000 for the highest dealers.
Yeah.
And they were showing this stuff, and it was like, oh, if you've paid your ransom, you are in the green, and then you're good. But if you haven't paid it by a certain day, then they were going to send it to the FBI. And then they also had that for the buyers as well. That hadn't come out yet, but they were like, okay, if you've bought on here, you have to pay a certain amount of money, or we're going to leak it to the FBI that you purchased these illegal like guns, drugs, whatever it is,
and that you're accessing the dark web.
Correct.
In general.
So it was just when you said Incognito, it just made me think of that, and it's like nothing that you do is really safe anymore.
No, I just think it's also like crazy. Like everybody knows the dark web is the dark web.
Yeah.
And like, I told you, conspiracy theories are gonna start coming up because they're interesting. But like, it's literally like this place everyone knows about. Very few access it. We know what goes on in there, but like, you can't stop it.
No,
you can't touch it.
No, it'll take your whole computer.
Yeah, that's
the thing is like unless you are really good at, I don't know, hacking or, firewalls and
even
pinging.
Past that, like, like the federal government like have like some of the best hackers and everything.
Yeah, they employ the people who
can do it.
Yeah,
and even they're like, yeah, no.
Yeah,
they got some shit going on. I don't even know.
Yeah, none of my business what they're doing over there.
No,
that's how it actually goes.
Because like, especially with like TikTok, everybody's like, oh, like people are getting involved with stuff because of TikTok.
Yeah.
Tick. And they're like, oh, like this is what you can find on dark web. And people are like, I'm gonna get in on that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They log in with no VPN or nothing. They're like, my social security number got
Wait
stolen
a second.
in 30 seconds.
Just bought a G-Wagon.
Yeah. And like
Punchmade Dev just took all my stuff.
They get into that stuff. The other big one is like everybody getting into like the spiritual stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like I keep watching like it's always at night. These algorithms for TikTok, like when like it's like 9:00 at night, and you're like, I'm just gonna try to wind down. They be playing some of the scariest shit.
Yeah.
I'm a grown man, and y'all be playing some scary ass videos. Oh. Like that's unrelated.
Yeah.
But like they be talking about like voodoo and like what are those one boards called? Ouija boards. Yeah. People get on those. I'm like, no. And like they're opening like the doors to these like fucking demons. There's this latest video. This dude is at his job, like at a restaurant or something. I don't know what it is. Mm-hmm. He's walking through and he was sending his friend a Snapchat. So I was like, very relatable.
Oh, no, I know Joel.
Yeah, very relatable. So for those who don't know, he's walking through and he's like talking to his friend about like he can't sleep. He's waking up with bruises and scratch marks. He feels tired all the time. And he's like, as he's talking this through, he's walking through this restaurant, either closing it or getting ready to open it. I don't know which. But he walks past this like corner and there is something standing right behind him. And it disappears like as he like keeps moving. And he just keeps talking about like, yes, I'm just tired and fatigued and blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I feel like this. And if you like turn up the volume, you can also hear like these whispers. And like in the whispers, you can hear somebody like saying like, I've been following you all day. And you're like, what?
I mean, that also, I do believe in there's something, but
100%.
Those videos are always like, that's the one thing I don't really like about TikTok that much, is that it's so oversaturated with like fake videos just to conjure views or curate views. You want to believe like the ones where you see the women go into the car window and be like yelling at him and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then you come to find out that's actually his girlfriend. They just sold it so well, and it already gets him like 800,000 likes. So that's like over like millions of views. So that's like a couple hundred, almost $1,000 right there. So it's just people are good at marketing. And the goal is to use TikTok to make money, because that's what I was seeing a lot of videos where, they've been talking about the bans coming up and they're going to take TikTok away from the United States.
Everybody.
And some guy was like, he's like, I don't want TikTok to go away. I'm making $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 a month posting these videos every day. And
it's my source of income.
Yeah, just based off of the sheer amount of views. Like for us, we're not.
Have you seen the one dude who does like the Miles Morales?
Yeah.
Where they kept spamming them with galaxies.
The galaxies. The galaxy's like $13. Like, I mean, in reality, he was earning that money.
Yeah.
But he made, hundreds of dollars that night.
I'm about to say, it's just hilarious. He's like, these motherfuckers.
He's a galaxy. Like, hey, $15.
I'm about to say, I'm a jump all day.
Yeah.
For that much money.
Yeah. Because when you get the rose, it's like a penny.
Yeah.
When you like, thanks for the rose, I wouldn't even say thanks for the rose at that point. Because you have to say thanks for the rose 100 times just to get $1, and that's not even $1 because you're not getting the whole dollar off of it.
Yeah, that's kind of like when like you like try to give like a penny to like a homeless person, they just look at you like, what the fuck am I gonna do with this?
They've started asking me now, instead of like, do you have any spare change? Do you have any spare dollars? I'm like, I'm almost as broke as you, my brother.
I'll say you open up your wallet and you're like, oh, you just down as bad as me. All right.
Yeah.
Never mind, Playboy. That corner over there is open actually.
Yeah.
Here's a few bucks for your trouble.
Yeah,
like,
here's a piece of cardboard for you. No marker
Shit.
though.
But now, I mean, like it's just crazy. Like conspiracies, the ghost things, and since we talked about like this supernatural, like eventually, I will share with you everybody my own paranormal experiences because I had some shit. Going on.
It's good upcoming episode,
bruh. Terrifying stuff. And you know my mom was like encouraging it. She's like, invite them in.
Bring them out.
I remember she's like, invite them in. I was like, what?
Yeah, she's waving.
She was inviting me to get like fucking possessed.
Torment my son.
Beelzebub.
Yeah. Take him. He's been bad. You're like,
I'm levitating in the middle of the night.
Take him. Yeah, for real though.
He's ready for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like we'll talk about that, and I definitely want to talk about conspiracy theories because I have a couple, especially with like how everything's going on now. And like there's like some like people are like saying like the you saw what happened in Baltimore, the bridge.
Yeah.
People are trying to say like it was a cyber attack.
I heard it was contaminated fuel.
Like people are just pulling shit out of their ass.
I mean, they also said it was like targeted for the bridge. They said that the power went out. They said that it turned. Someone had said that there was already a bomb on the bridge, aka the wiring that was like the electric wiring.
Yeah.
Whenever it got hit and it snapped, it was like that. They were already explosives on the bridge. I'm like,
there was no like.
They showed a video where 2 birds flew by and they were like, the bird just appeared. Where'd they go?
Birds aren't real.
They're like, what's that movie on Netflix about the end of the world?
Which one?
The one that Obama and them put out.
Oh yeah. They say like
the birds and stuff do that, and then
like, the way his shit started was like a ship crashing.
Yep, that's what they're trying to say.
Yeah, but like the other thing that people are saying, and they're like, and look at the black mayor not doing anything. Mm-hmm. The DEI mayor,
and
Black Twitter has been hilarious.
Yeah,
with it. They're just talking about like we're on my DEI side. I'm like, hell yeah.
It's like bridge shut down.
He's like, yeah,
bridge closed.
It's 3 a.m. Like this is catastrophic. We didn't expect it. Here's what we're doing. Like actively like work since this happened. And they're like, if it was a white mayor, he would have been out there
been in the water.
He would have
been in the water finding them.
He would have stopped that fucking boat.
Yeah, he would have been down there in that mucky water finding all 8 cars or 6 cars and pulling them out. Well, that was the thing with the whole. Obviously, we're going a little over, but that was the whole
video.
That was the whole thing with that wreck was everyone's like, oh, this was a targeted terrorist attack. If it was a targeted terrorist attack, why would you do it that early in the morning? Why would you not do it when there were so many cars, like traffic in the morning?
That plus you would like cut off communications because the reason why there was so like minimum casualties was because the ship was able to like do Mayday. Mm-hmm. And police and they closed the bridge. Ground people, they stopped everything. Yeah, because if you watch it, like as it's like going in, like cars were still going across, like a good amount.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, why did all the car stops? And I found out, like, he was calling. Damn, we about to watch some bull riding.
That guy's a Brazilian. He's actually really good. Don't ask me how I know that.
He
won the last 3 competitions. Right. It just randomly pops up on CBS Sports Network.
I be getting stuck on this shit.
Yeah, I'm not going to because it is coming up on NCAA basketball time in 8 minutes.
Yeah. No, but I mean, I've been watching bull riding every once in a while. When it's just on, like you're just like too lazy to turn it. That's like when you get into this stuff.
Nah, not me. I'll be turning that shit immediately whenever we into this.
I'll be trying to watch people like. I watch it kind of like how people like they tune into NASCAR towards the end just to see the wrecks. I will watch it just to watch people get stomped by a bull.
Yeah, you tell that a real NASCAR fan who watched Dale Earnhardt wreck.
I will. Like you wanted to wreck, but you just didn't want it to be him.
You'll never see this tail in the game, boy.
Now, for like F1, I hate those wrecks. Those ones are fucking terrible. I mean, all wrecks are terrible, but like, but then you also realize like those cars are extremely safe. Like
that's what they're made for.
Have you ever watched like rally racing when they crash?
Fuck no.
You gotta watch.
I'm not a car person.
I know you're not, but like. You gotta watch a YouTube highlight of just people like crashing in rally cars. Like they will crash off a fucking mountain.
Isn't that what happened to your favorite driver?
No, he got killed by a snowmobile
accident. Cut in half by a snowmobile?
He didn't get cut in half, but like he got crushed. I'm pretty sure they didn't like put out the stuff because he's just with his family.
Yeah,
but like the day before he literally posted like great day, like snowmobile riding, and then like next day like he died, and that shit was wild. R.I.P. Ken Block.
Ken. Got a pic of you. I didn't get a pic with you. I got a pic of you with him.
Yeah, legendary. He's one of the reasons why I got into all the car stuff. But I mean, yeah. We're talking about bull riding. How did I get on bull riding?
Boy, you told it on TV and you just kept talking about it.
I mean,
I'm turning it now.
What it is. Yeah,
I'm turning it now so you can't talk about it anymore.
Good. But I don't care. I'm asking you just one last question because I am curious. And I don't care what you think about it. Which universe are you living in? DC or Marvel?
Probably Marvel. The DC one, I don't really need Superman and Aquaman and Batman breaking my back if I do something illegal in Gotham. At least in Marvel, I could have the potential to get some superpowers on accident. DC just seems like a bunch of outcasts who got
yeah.
Like they're just right. What are we gonna do with these guys?
But what are you doing? Like, we're in Marvel. You look outside. The Hulk just throws your car and misses completely.
I mean, for me, I don't know what villain is coming to Columbus to try to attack the city. So, if I'm in a major city like New York or Miami or California, yeah, probably. But the Hulk's ass isn't coming to Columbus to this parking lot to throw my car.
You never know.
There ain't nobody important in this building.
Exactly,
so,
and that's what the villains are thinking. Like, all right,
we're
going somewhere.
Yeah, he's not having a hub in a 3-story place. He's not. Which one are you going to?
Probably. I mean, technically, Marvel Universe is like real life. Like, it's all New York and Chicago and everything like that. But I'm picking it just for the sheer I'm picking it just so I don't have to pick DC, because you go to DC, and it's like, all right, let me go to Metropolis. The city is much more well lit. Everything's pretty cool. But Superman's enemies are literal gods from the universe.
Yeah.
And you're like, I can't deal with this anymore because I'm riding the subway and it got destroyed as Superman's fighting whoever. And Lex Luthor keeps doing these science experiments next to my place.
Batman's never going to kill Joker.
Well, that's what I'm getting to, because you have Lex Luthor, your hair's not growing back anymore. You're like, all right, I'm moving to Gotham.
Yep.
Instantly dark. I don't know if there's daylight in Gotham. And Batman's villains would piss me off so fucking badly.
Because he didn't kill anybody.
Yeah.
He just locks them up and they break out of jail. So it's like the same shit every Wednesday.
You walking around and pick up some random question mark. It's the fucking Riddler.
Traps you in a Riddler
hey,
game.
diddle, here's this riddle.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
I'm terrible at these. Terrible at these.
Yeah. Jaywalk and Batman pops up and breaks your fucking arm. I mean.
Where is he? Where is it?
I couldn't help but to notice. You walked across outside the crosswalk.
And it breaks your leg.
Get ready for justice.
Compound fracture to your leg.
And then you go to the hospital. Guess who owns the hospital? His rich ass.
Yeah. And the Joker blows it up.
Yeah. Shit. Laughing and shit.
Can't take a break.
And yeah. So I'd pick Marvel just for the cause of it's just a safer area. And you made a good point. We're living in Columbus.
Yeah.
But when you go to DC, I feel like you have to live in one of those cities. The rest of the world doesn't matter. Everybody's in those two cities, and I just don't feel like getting clapped by either you could get clapped by either superhero or villain.
It's really just
DC.
friendly fire. Yeah.
The Batmobile when he's flying down the streets and your car fucking flips over.
He's not stopping for you.
So I'm just
he's running you over.
Yeah. And when you look at Marvel, it's what does Hawkeye have that I don't? He can shoot a bow and arrow really good.
A bow, yeah.
Bro, let me go practice. I'm gonna be on the
You're
Avengers.
You're not getting there. He's got some type of thing that's wrong with him that he can shoot with. You can't. All those people that have superpowers have to have something wrong with them terribly.
I got depression.
Yeah, well,
I got depression. 88.
I don't think that one's gonna get you enough. You have to lose your whole family in one war or something, or lose an arm and have it regrow back. You have to give up something. You have to lose the person that you love the most for you to have. That's why Captain America is so strong. He thought he lost that girl and he flew the plane in the ice.
Well, Captain America jumped on the grenade, and they're like,
They also put him in that machine
Yeah.
that like gave him abs.
which like tortured him.
Well, yeah.
Deadpool
Again, it's all Deadpool had
got cancer, so he went to the.
That's what I'm saying, everyone has to have
experimental
something
trials.
tragic happen to them.
What else would that?
The Hulk got put into the toxic sludge stuff.
Gamma Ray. Wolverine. I mean, he was already a mutant.
Yeah,
But like
he wasn't like a real.
they
human.
put like the whatever vibranium.
And then Bucky, he wasn't a superhero.
Lost his arm.
Yeah,
Became super strong.
Iron Man, Heart.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, that's the whole point of
What's
Marvel.
Black Widow have? My attention. Oh.
Yeah. Terrible sales at the box office. Yes. That's what we're looking for here.
Spider-Man got bit by a spider.
Spider-Man got bit by a spider and his grandfather died.
Yeah.
His grandma got blown up in that one building. Yeah, come on, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Everyone there. What? Doctor Strange. What happened to him? Somebody died, didn't they? I know he was on that journey.
Or he's just on like a spiritual journey or something. I don't know.
Everyone had something tragic happen to them. That's good to give up something to get something. Michael Badai used to say, you got to give to get it. You got to lose it to get it.
The diddler.
Yeah. No Diddy,
I
man.
can't.
Good fondling my computer.
Oh, man. All right. Well, everybody, we'll probably make longer videos since we actually have video now. But we're going to go ahead and cut this one off. And happy Easter for everybody who celebrates Easter. If you celebrate Ramadan, happy Ramadan. And we hope you all have a fantastic rest of the week.
Yes.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Send it to your grandmammy, your grandpappy.
Please.
Send it to your cousin, your second cousin, the cousin that you kind of think is hot, which is kind of weird. But send it to them as well because that's a reason for you to talk to them. Send it to your uncle. Send it to your aunt. Send it to that coworker you really don't like. And be like, hey, watch this.
And I know y'all are like sitting here like, okay, I just watched the video. Fantastic.
Yeah.
The like button's right there. Just go ahead.
And keep it on a loop.
Yeah.
Go to like one photo or like one video, put it in a file, and then just let that thing play. No sound. Just let it play.
Yeah. In the background.
So we can get more views.
turn your notifications
We might
on.
put hashtags on this one. We'll see.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
I might make some shorts. We don't know. It depends what my editing skills have, but
He's got all weekend.
we'll see what
We'll see how much time he's got.
But as always, we're glad you all came. We hoped you missed us because we miss you.
Yep.
And we're gonna go watch some basketball.
Yes, sir.
So have a wonderful week. We'll see you all next week.
See you guys.
That's No Clue Podcast.
No clue.